I had fun giving
Hey, everybody.
freaking people out on the
Hey
drive.
y'all, feel free to go on without me. I am trying to investigate a mysterious beeping noise coming from somewhere in my house.
Ooh,
All
good
right.
luck.
Oh, no.
Good luck with that.
Do you want to reorg our screens then, Alina, while you're...
Briefly.
Either that or we'll just all play Fetid and
You can play Fetid.
Quick,
Peter's
give
the
us the hero
DM
points.
now.
Give us the hero points. Peter, hero points for everybody.
Everyone gets hero points,
Woo!
Thank you.
and we get to keep our cool walkie-talkie thing, and I get my hero point back.
Hang on just a second. Like, carry on.
All right, I can now turn off the using the remote. I can turn off the beeping sounds that I instigated in Jeff's house to distract him, so the screen will be off, so that I can become DM. The heist is complete.
Yeah, it finally comes to light.
Clever. So, Alina, were you going to show off some of these drawings to the audience?
They have run away.
Yeah, I know, because I am in the other room that Alina ran
I'm
into.
back. I'm back,
Um,
baby.
Did you want to share the drawings?
That's what I'm doing.
Yep.
I was gonna fix the screen, but honestly, Jeff hopefully won't be that long.
But I'm
I
hoping
hope
he discovers what the
in his
beeping
house
is. Hopefully the beeping is
easily
nothing like,
solved.
you know, he finds a bomb that's ticking down.
Jeff's gotta dismantle it. Defuse the bomb. Alright, here we go. Yep. I am pushing to some amazing Raven art.
Yeah.
I got old lady
That is
Morgan.
excellent.
I like how your ears get floppier as you age.
Oh yeah, totally.
That's how it happens
So
for that's what
So
happens
good.
with
You like her chin hairs? I love her chin
soldiers.
hairs.
Just like
Oh my
two
god.
of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she is sidling up to the bar.
Oh yeah.
Of course she is.
Nice.
She gets in crap for not wearing pants or a skirt to the bar. But then she wore like one that is just like a little handkerchief in the front and back. And they're like, whatever, fine.
You just always
Fine, Daffy Ducket.
if the you're like, if the duck can get away with it.
So can I.
Oh yeah.
When Guzman talked about Gladys, this is exactly who I was imagining.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Glad to send you.
Can't find that one of Toad. I'm gonna show off awful Toad.
Oh, it does look like a Catherine DLC! Holy fuck. Okay, let me find a Catherine screenshot that I can put her in then. That was just like some random bar, but like I love Catherine so much.
Peter, from your role, you would actually know that he was referring to Gladys the Grey.
Good.
Would she be kind of in the extended Ordo Arcanum?
Well, yeah, because like that's like Dangalf himself, right?
Yeah.
There's the seven major arcana.
I was looking through old stuff and I had to replay this gif of
Betty. Yeah.
Dancing fancy.
Hard work went into that animation, as you can see.
I love him. His little pants.
But yeah, Dangalf the Dun is not one of the
not one of the majors.
The wizards of great power.
Only great incompetence.
Incompetence? What? Just because he set you guys on fire that one time.
I mean, you know, I'm not holding a grudge or anything.
So, since we're most of us back here, let's jump back to Tromlin and Morgan, who were entertaining the elderly Guzman the Wizard by making fun of various wizards.
I promised a performance. I'm gonna give a performance if Tromlin wants to do it with me. So we'll do a set, and then we'll be like, actually, what we're here to talk to you about is the fact that someone has already broken into your sanctum, and it wasn't us.
I thought we were going to do that one.
I thought we were just gonna get in and come clean. Because we could use him as an ally. I thought that's what we decided.
You guys you've got your hero point has been spent. You can
That's true.
debate amongst yourselves how you want to approach this from here.
Like, isn't the whole point just to distract him as long as we can?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you come
thought.
in clean because like
Yeah, I thought we were
Always
going to
have some
complain so
stuff
that
in
we
here.
could use him as an ally.
potentially at
Yeah.
least long enough to get shit out of his tower.
Because yeah, getting rid of these things has been annoying as hell, and having another like wizard look it over would be cool.
Okay, well then let's just try to intervene for it to get him in really good, and
Yeah.
then we can say, by the way.
Yeah, I believe
well,
Copernicus's the last plan I heard from Copernicus was to try and get the ability to have
I'm on stream, just so you know.
investigation of the right. Am I right, Peter? You wanted to actually study the
Yeah, I want to study it. So, and like the Peter reason for this, which is aligned with the Pernie reason for this, is just wanting to figure out like how many of these dominoes do we have to knock down, because they're going to get more expensive for us to knock down in terms of like hit points and spells as they get better defended. So, and if we can just knock down the last two at the same time, and Guzman takes care of the one in his tower, because I don't think he's going to like the fact that it was put there, then that leaves us. We just have to knock out one, and we can just hit it real hard with everything we got and call it a day. That's my hope. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
And to do that, yeah, to know exactly how much effort we need to put in, I think would help to be able to study one of these in a place that's not actively infested with our enemies.
Could we just give him one good show and a few jokes? To like warm him up to us telling him the truth? If you want to do like
sure. I mean, you already Tromlin made a spectacular role for this performance, so
okay, I thought that was just to get in the door, but if that'll
absolutely
count,
digging this.
yeah.
He's in a good mood.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Other than this incredible performance that we've brought to you here today, we also wanted to let you know that the Thieves Guild has infiltrated your tower. Through one of the back entrances, we have been able to determine that they have gained access to your incredible domicile, which is pretty fucking cool. I like these bookshelves. If
what are you saying? You're saying
they put something in your home without your volition. It is a large magical crystal surrounded by 4, or was it 5 stone statues that are there
in each of the others.
Yeah, 4 statues that are there to protect it. Part of the reason that the yeah.
What is this nonsense? You're pulling my leg now.
Oh no, I wouldn't pull your leg. We can let you know the approximate location if you want to go check it out. We want us to help you. But I'm quite certain that it's not something that you want in your home. We were able to get this information from a rogue who had unfortunately passed. But there are other circles that are in communion with this one that have been
You telling me that
depowered.
the guild's double crossing me?
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
And Tromlin, you catch him making like a little hand gesture in Thieves' Camp.
Mm-hmm. What is
That is like it's just a recognition sign for the local guild.
Like, you cool? You part of
I
this?
reply to him, basically, can't. We are not lying.
His eyebrow ridges, because he doesn't actually have any hair, shoot up, and he goes, "Why that dirty double crossing? When I get my hands on that sneer."
Yeah. Now, we found out that this was done without your permission, and we thought, hey, you must be a pretty cool guy if these people weren't able to get you on their side and did this without your say so. We had no idea what kind of
Who sent
you would be. No, we are here of our own volition. We want to stop all this fucking bullshit with the crystals and the fucking statues. We didn't know what kind of person you'd be, so we just wanted to come in, let you know, get a feel of, how things are going. We do have some friends that can help remove this, but we do have some ideas and we'd like to investigate more.
You're telling
want to
me
go,
that my statues they smuggle them into my own home?
mm-hmm. And we're pretty certain we know how they did it. So if you want to go take a look, we're here to help out. We want to get rid of this too.
I think to Raven, did we know that he made the statues? Or did I just forget that?
Did we what? Sorry?
Did we know that he had made the statues? Because it sounds
No,
like he
I don't
made
think
them.
so.
No, we did not.
But like, it makes sense because living statues seems like a thing he would do.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good we talked to him because he might be able to shut them down.
I'm just checking if you can use locate object on a construct.
Ooh.
I think a construct counts as a creature rather than an object.
Can I chance roll to see if I have a souvenir from one of the other constructs that went?
Probably you would not.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys.
We
you would
kind
have
of
had
had to piece immediately
Yeah.
on both those occasions.
Can you cast locate object on a construct?
Okay, I'm back.
It's all good.
Yay.
Mysterious beeping solved.
What was it?
It was my carbon monoxide alarm deep in the bowels of my basement.
That's not good.
Well, at least
Was
I
it the
know
battery
I'm
or
not
was
going to
it
die
the
of carbon
sensor?
monoxide poisoning now.
Was it a battery beep or
Yeah,
was
it
it?
was just it
Okay.
needed a new battery.
It wasn't like going off.
No. No, it
Yeah.
was the please help, I need energy beep.
A call I make quite often.
This is interesting. I'm quickly researching whether or not I would consider. So the living statue is an old, like there isn't one yet in 5e. I've been converting it. So I don't even have like an actual stack block to look at as to whether it's considered a creature. But I guess a construct is a creature type, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm going to make a ruling and say that you can use locate object on a construct.
It is an object.
At least if you're the one who made it, you definitely can because you know what the parts were, so you could like locate object on a given part.
It's just
Or
got an
piece of
AirTag
material.
collar on.
So as you're talking to him, he begins casting a spell, which Morgan and Tromlin, you both recognize that he is casting a spell, but since neither of you have this spell, you don't know what he is casting.
Mm-hmm. Morgan will press the digitation, a place for her to sit. Just
I don't think
blasting
that.
dust.
Yeah, I don't think you can do. Or are you just on the ground? I see. I see.
Yeah. There.
Just cleaning.
This
I
is
thought you
not-
meant you were like trying to make an object to sit on.
No. I'm just trying to clean
plausible.
somewhere that I can sit down. I don't want to ruin
Yep.
my furs.
It's like a divan, but it was covered under 12 years of dust.
If he does have a vacuum around, she will vacuum the space a little bit while she's waiting for him to cast whatever.
Yeah, that would work. Okay, so he does some motions. So he's casting a spell. There's a verbal component and a somatic component as he waves his hands around, and then he goes, "Son of a bitch!"
Yeah. So
double crossing. Why I oughta. And he gets up and starts like rapidly, for him, moving towards one side of the room, and the walls of this just sort of geodesic curved ceiling start to move outward. Where as I said, it looks like a bookshelf, and now it's organizing itself into stairs
Okay.
that actually go up.
Morgan following along on her little heels. I'll be like, like I was saying before, we had no idea what we'd be coming into, how pretty cool, and talented you are. So we do have our friends who were making it just in case, if you were a bad guy, we weren't here, all on our little lonesome. I'll look very small as I say that, because I'm downstairs. I'll use force perspective. So they did find the back entrance way, and they're. I can let them know to meet us.
Yeah. So meanwhile, the rest of you, how are you continuing to chat with the paintings? Or
The studies have been replicated, peer-reviewed studies, replicated, very clear. 15 minutes of walking a day, very beneficial for mental health, for healthy development of skin and natural endogenous chemicals.
this guy just doesn't get it. Painting's got no legs. We don't go walking.
I get that. I get that. It's not just
What's he
the
talking
activity
about?
of walking.
Cardiovascular health. We don't got no cardios or no vasculars.
Yeah, but you could be taken out. We could bring all of you on a big bus. It'd be like a circus residence outing. We could go to
This
the.
guy.
You could feed ducks at the park. It'd be great. I am going to take you to the park, and you're going to have a good time, or
Whether
so
you like it or
help
not.
me gods.
We're gonna poke
So there's
one
just
of them in
there's
the
just a
hole,
s- there's just a
experimentally.
whole there's a whole circle of like painting portraits
mocking
here,
you.
just openly mocking Copernicus as he's completely oblivious.
I imagine in some cities there would actually be a parade of paintings where it's like literally just an enrichment event, but also a way to like show off your wealth and your ancestors.
Yeah, you gotta
And have
get
them
it
like
out
paraded
once
through
in a
the
while,
sea,
or they-
and maybe they like all attend a ball of some kind where they're mounted on the wall where they're like future generations are like in
Dancing.
attendance together,
Oh,
dancing.
That's kind of sweet, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. That feels like a Dwimmerdell thing. That's weird enough for
Yeah.
Dwimmerdell.
Very much so. Some of the paintings are starting to like get like annoyed and throw things at you. So like there's like you see that the person in the painting like going, get out of here, you schmuck, and he throw like a tomato, and then like an actual tomato appears out of nowhere from the painting, and hits you in the shoulder.
Hey, so you can interact with the material world, which means that you could throw yourself a little path of ball bearings and roll out the door and get. My last name is Sunshine, all right? I am a big fan of 15 minutes a day of exposure to direct sunlight. Great for your circadian rhythm. You guys are missing it. You're only hurting yourselves.
You catch one of the ones further down saying, "We should tell the boss about this. Yeah, it's gonna be these intruders are gonna be getting in trouble. We
Oh,
we're gonna make some
What are you
trouble.
gonna do? Walk somewhere and tell someone? Oh,
Oh no! This is
look at
not
this
good.
idiot!
oh, we're just here to help. We're not trying to steal anything.
Oh my god.
Pernie, should we be going?
I'm losing an argument to a painting. How are you guys doing?
You'll see some of the figures in the paintings disappear from their painting and reappear in another painting further down, and then another one further down, and then another one further down. Like there's a couple of the younger tortoises that have been
Spry
told
ones?
off by the older ones to go raise the
yeah.
alarm, and they're moving through paintings.
Where
down.
was this vigilance when the Thieves Guild came and planted statues here not a week ago? Huh? Where was this fighting vim then?
Statues? What do you know about statues?
I know the Thieves
Don't tell him anything. He's a spy.
The Thieves Guild planted a gem-based ritual in this tower, guarded by 4 living statues. It would have been about a week ago, and they did so without the consent of the master of the tower. We are here to, 2 of my companions are currently explaining to him the situation while we go to investigate the ritual site.
Oh,
Yeah,
also, if you get
says
too near them, they'll
you.
punch you real hard.
Don't believe him. The master makes the statues. These clowns are trying to steal them or something.
Nope.
They're using his own
You better
statues.
turn around and go back down.
Hold.
You're not allowed to go up there.
Guzman is the person who made the statues that they've been using to protect the ritual sites.
You get out of here, you
They
little
really
so-and-so.
did him.
Throw-
They really
throwing
did
more-
him dirty.
Yeah, they really
Throwing
did.
more tomatoes at you.
Also, he makes. They're hard to fight, so, like, he did a good job on them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he's very good at making wacky statues. They whack real hard. Listen, there's an old sunshine saying: when life, in the form of a series of haunted paintings, throws tomatoes at you, you make bolognese. So throw all you want. They're just gonna make me stronger. Pernie's getting so salty and frustrated.
Oh.
Yeah, they
Prefers
start throwing-
arguing with younger people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those of them that have access to anything in their painting that is like more solid are going to start throwing things that do
Stuff at
damage.
you.
It's a nat 20.
Ooh.
I'm not even there to help
Break my,
you.
and then like something hits his arm and you hear it crack and bends at like a reverse angle.
Oh no!
Yeah, it does like 10 damage, but that's only because it's doubled.
Oof.
Keepa, no!
You just get, like, a candlestick upside the head.
Like
That was
there's
cool.
like I rolled a bunch of rolls that do nothing. Like there's like, you know, some like, I don't know, block of wood that just goes thunk off of your cloak of shadows, your armor of shadows, and doesn't do anything. And one that misses you completely, and you're just like, oh, you silly statue. And then like, you know, clang, like a tankard just like across your head.
Okay, when Pernie gets clunked across the head, Ugna's gonna be like, "Hey, stop that now!" And then try to, like,
There's like a roaring of they're just like all of the paintings are shouting and
Yeah.
screaming now.
I'm gonna take the one that threw stuff at him and just turn it around on the wall. Like, just, like, take it off, turn it around.
You find that they are like magically affixed to the wall. You
Oh.
can't pull the frames off. They're not like you. I mean, I'm assuming you're not like going hard. You're just trying to
No.
lift it off of its hook,
Yeah,
and it
it's
just
fine.
doesn't move. It's like it's glued to the wall.
Well, I'll just be in the way and it can throw stuff at me.
Can they smell you should fart on it.
As soon as you put like your chest in the way, like
Yeah.
they don't have enough room to like get a good throw, and so it's just kind of like thump 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 thump
Tunk,
thump
tunk,
thump.
off my
Yeah,
breastplate.
what you gonna do now, you two-dimensional bitch?
So you have like a little.
Oh
you've got,
my
like, a
god,
little
you're so
protected
mean.
Little space where you're close to this wall, so the other ones can't throw stuff at you,
Yeah.
but the ones on the opposite side can still.
Throw
stuff
stuff
at
at
you.
ya.
Who had it on their bingo card that Pernie would just be really mean to a bunch of very old turtle
Turtles.
people VTubers?
Mean to them.
Even
I'm the victim. I'm the victim.
Yeah, as you say that,
Be like,
another 5 damage as another larger object from one of the paintings hits you.
be like, "Hey, Dromlin, are you guys done? Because Pernie's getting attacked by, like, old guys in paintings."
It's not going very well.
I'll remind
I
you that there's only
can't
one
fight them.
stretch of stairwell that has the paintings.
We could just, like,
Like you could, like if you go like 30 feet up or down the stairs, you will be away from the painting.
You're gonna have
I
to.
wish I had one more cast of web. I would just web all of the paintings. and-
Pernie is starting to do hold me back. He's starting to
Yeah,
give
yeah.
like hold me back body language.
I will not only hold you back, I'll pluck you up like a kitten,
Yeah.
Oh,
and we'll just walk
Yeah.
up the hallway.
That's another 4 damage.
Adam!
Yeah.
Another 4 damage to Copernicus. Okay. And another. Well,
This
not
takes
another. it's the first-
20 damage, 19 damage.
and 3 to Fetid. Just now, there's like just a hail of stuff being thrown. But you scamper your way up the stairs and get to the next landing, and the next turn of the stairs is like just a dark stone steps, like carved out of natural rock, going up in a twist. And there are no more paintings, but there are occasional little jewel-like torches that are not real fire, but just like glowing jewels casting a very minimal light. Reminds you of the Underdark.
Did we label? I'm just saying we had that episode where we made the big portrait of the Arakakra who we've been after all this time. What is his name again? Dracula.
Captain.
Um,
Yeah.
Reckless.
Yeah. Anyway,
Not another cockroach. He's a raven folk.
Raven
Which is
folks.
a
Sorry, Raven
subtype.
folk. Yeah.
But yes.
Anyway, I thought that was our Art Attack episode, but I officially now
This is
resubmit this as the Art Attack
There we go.
episode.
An
Yeah,
episode title.
because this was a literal art attack.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay.
God, are we on episode 70 already? Woo.
So
It's been a while.
you can communicate. What's up?
So I may have antagonized some old paintings on the upper floors. They antagonized me. They started it. But just that may have added a little wrinkle in the diplomacy of this mission.
Oh, like he's on his way. We're following him to the statues, I think, right now. He's like pretty upset about it. He made them apparently.
Oh, yeah, we I think we heard. I think our statue yelled that at me before it threw a toaster at me.
Ugna's still got Pernie under one arm and is running up the stairs and is like, "Hey, Pernie, you're gonna have to like tell me if there's traps or something. I'm just gonna keep running until we run into something."
Oh yeah, I'll definitely keep my.
Fetid's leading the way, and actually, Fetid can make me some perception checks for traps.
Yes.
Since that is his
I'll
specialty.
have my magic vision up, and I will.
That's a very
give
good
the help
perception
action.
Scanning
check. That
things.
is 19 before any bonuses from
Okay.
Pernie.
You are very good at this, I believe. I think you just also have advantage on all of these rolls.
Roll again, and that's even better. That is a 22.
Yes, advantage on rolls to find secret doors and traps. So yeah, you're basically making your way up and like evade, like, because it's just Ugna now carrying Copernicus. Fetid can very easily just be like, "Don't step on this spot. Don't step on this one. Come through here.
Jump every third
Step
stair.
over this tripwire." There's not a lot of traps here, and mostly it's like magical ones. Like if there's a magical sigil that you're like, okay,
There's a
don't
certain point
step
where I
on
go,
that.
"Hey, Fetid, are there any traps on the ceiling?"
No,
No.
there's traps on
Okay.
the stairs,
And then I will just run up the wall and then run up the stairwell.
upside
by the
down to
ceiling.
do the stairs from the roof.
Can I
Excellent.
hover carry Fetid?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
you can indeed. So meanwhile, then Tromlin and Ray and Morgan, you're following Guzman up these newly forming stairs, and you immediately find yourselves in a similar situation. The stairs go up and then they turn a landing, and then it's just like a completely different type of stairwell, but like not that makes any sense for the dimensions of this tower. And you're just going up all of these like impossible spaces. And you go through.
I can't guide you through this place. This is a lot of fuck shit going on. I don't even know what way is south. So I'll let him know that you guys. I did let him know you were here, but he's like pretty peeved. We're on our way to the statues, I think.
It's okay, we're upside down. We'll maybe find you. Over.
He will lead you through a chamber after a couple of turns and landings. An enormous chamber that is just full of like mortuary slabs, and there are just a army of constructs. Like there's just some of them have like sewn together bodies, all Frankenstein-y. Others have like stone being carved. There's a handful of golem-like creatures standing around that turn towards him as he goes running through. Like they're like, huh? Like what's happening? And he just sort of waves them off. And you very quickly kind of get what this guy's deal is.
He's otaku figurine collector for sure.
Yeah, well, he's
Yep.
the one who makes them for the other otaku.
Yeah.
And he eventually, the two groups, you'll converge at near the top of the tower, where Ugna running upside down with like floating Copernicus and Fetid, you'll come to like a dead end from a particular ladder, and Fetid will quickly spot, yeah, there's a secret door here. Twist that little thing, and with a twist, the wall in front of you sort of shimmers, and you kind of like poke a finger at it, and it goes right through, like it's an illusion. And you walk through, and you find yourselves in a chamber with a plinth with a floating pink stone and a circle of 4 statues facing it. And the statues all turn and face you. And then the next moment, the door, an actual door on the other side of the room, slams open, and this like scuttling little turtle man in a robe far too big for him, dragging on the floor, and his little staff, scuttles into the room with the 2 satyrs behind him. 2 satyrs you don't recognize because they are disguised.
I think there is a moment where Pernie, seeing a turtle emerge angrily from a wall, thinks it's a painting come to life that's like coming at him, because he's only seen turtle paintings throw things at him so far. As a moment of like, like going to dodge a toaster before he's like, oh, all right.
And he shouts a magic word, and all 4 of the statues stop where they are.
Can I Arcana that word? I want to know if we can use this on the other statues and set the other gems. That's a 27.
You don't think that you think he can.
Okay.
You think that he has got like a magic backdoor key,
Yeah.
so that people can't use his creations that they buy from him against him.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And he immediately like throws his staff on the ground and starts like stomping in fury, and he's like, that dirty double-crossing pink noodle-faced so-and-so.
Or dresser.
Yeah. What a fuckwad, right?
We would like to bring his grasp on this city. We would like to break his grasp on this city and bring his little empire to the ground, along with
these people?
masters he serves.
These guys are my friends.
Are
These are our friends.
you with the guild? If you're with the guild,
I turn to him and say, like, these can't. They are with us. They are not with the guild. We are trying to thwart the people who screwed you over.
Morgan's gonna be examining the statues because she's just really curious.
they're just statues now, or at least they're just standing there. They're all turned like they were when they were about to attack you, and they've got that like that snarling Stone Angels Doctor Who face, but they're all just frozen in place and staring where you were, or where Ugna, Fetid, and Copernicus were when you came into the room.
Face us.
Well, I think you could definitely repurpose this, referring to the pink stone.
Don't touch it though.
What is this
throw
thing?
magic at it, because it'll eat magic.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a bite back no matter what you do, whether it's physical or magical. But we've taken out 2 of these so far. There's one more other than this one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Show him the map. Show him the map. I think he'll get it if he sees the map.
Hold up! I don't know what's going on. Who are you people? Start at the beginning.
We are friends of the Countess Nightshade, and the city has been taken over by hostile members of the Raven Cult, and we are working to restore her from a binding ritual that they have cast. Sorry?
I said those jokers again.
Yeah, they're back as they always are, and I'll walk them through it like from the beginning to the end. I'm not going to hold very much out. I will explain. Yeah, Raven cults, their work with the Thieves Guild, what they've done with the Countess, and why we're trying to break the rituals, where the locations are, and be like, I'd like to study the ritual they've installed here, so I can understand how to dismantle the rest of the sites, which should break their hold on the Countess and make rescuing her and bring her back to power a lot easier. So my proposal is we study this, we figure out how to break the enchantment from here, and if we can't break the ritual from here, then we strike another one of the sites while you destroy this one, which should end the enchantment and then help us. I think at that point the Countess will actually be able to regain enough power to be able to make her location known, at which point we can go rescue her and restore her to power.
What enchantment are you talking about? What do these things do?
There is a ritual that seems to be centered on the Citadel, which I believe it's just like I thought I'd been assuming it had been basically just like a fully suppressing the Countess Nightshade's ability to do anything. That's what I had read it as. But if that's not the case, or if I don't know, then I think I'm just like, I would like to study it to find out more exactly what it's doing. But
there was also a link to the Frostworm.
They were using the Frostworm as a battery for a ritual to suppress the Countess Nightshade for a minute there.
Yeah, I don't like this. I'm not a big friend of the Countess. She's got her rules and regulations that's like... Anyway.
You want to build your tower higher, don't you, you sneaky little turtle?
My tower is plenty high enough. What are you talking about? It's turtles all the way down.
I know. I'm just saying, I know someone in Civic Works. If you needed some kind of permit or something, we could help grease the wheels.
I just like to be paying less taxes on all my damn business in this town. But anyway, I'm not happy about the Raven cult taking her down. That's not going to do anybody any favors.
Well, if you help us free her, she'll probably show you a lot of favor, since you will be instrumental in freeing her from their curse.
Well, that sounds like a bonus to me. I'm just not particularly keen on having my own damn house being used in their stupid double-crossing whatever the hell this is.
Well, their numbers are significantly diminished by now.
We're going to diminish them even more, too, if we had the chance.
And could you tell us a little bit about if we have to face down your statues at another one of these ritual sites, how would you advise us to take them on? Because there's at least 2 more. We're hoping we don't have to take out all of them, but
I mean, bring lots of heavy fighters. They're tough. It's the whole point.
We did notice that you were able to turn them off. Is there a way that we could, with a similar spell, or...
They can be made that way, but I didn't make them that way. These are... I mean, it's a pretty stupid alchemist who makes a construct they can't control. All right, Mr. Bones and Shadows, whatever you call yourself. You want to investigate this floating pink rock? Let's get to it.
Let's take a look.
And he shouts something else, like in weird grating language at the statues, and they all sort of like turn and walk back to their starting positions and recompose themselves as like just statues facing this rock.
I understand that this has been a pretty stressful day with finding out that you've been betrayed by people you've been working with, and
actually, and he barks out an order, and 2 of the statues go down the stairs he just came up.
I would say that I think this is a good time to kind of like hold down the fort while we organize destroying these other 2 circles, which will
Well-
significantly lessen their power.
It's a good point. If
and-
Copernicus is going to start doing
Magic-y stuff.
some investigation, some research,
we're-
effectively.
We are on our own already fantastic hosts, and we can also be fantastic guests. We were not jesting in regards to our abilities to perform, but also to create a fantastic meal. You have to try. What was that one dish you were talking about wanting to make, Trom? Was it
Suckling orphan.
something? Yeah.
I have some fresh
Did
tomatoes.
you just say suckling orc?
Orphan.
Suckling orphan.
An underdog.
Same energy.
I mean, what do turtles eat? Fish, I assume?
I mean, depends on
What-
where they're from. Like, as a local, he just eats the same food most people here do.
What kind
I'm
of
gonna start
fruit
handing
are-
you fresh tomatoes.
It's just out of your pockets. Just because. Nice.
I promise the turtle that I will make him a delightful dinner, and if he would like, I will continue the farcical entertainment he seemed to enjoy so much earlier.
Yeah, if you go back down the stairs, you'll find those 2 statues, the 2 living statues, kind of slowly and clumsily assembling tea tray, and basically enacting the orders he gave them, which was like to go
Yeah,
get something to eat.
It will take us some time to do this research, but also resting up for the night would greatly help our endeavor and yours.
Yeah. He'll put you guys up in like his guest room, which is just like thick with dust, and also has a few of the portraits on them. So there will be some sneering turtles in the portraits, maybe occasionally muttering some.
Are we all sharing one room when this guy's got a massive
Yes.
tower?
There's only
The
one
Yes.
fuck
bed.
wad.
There's
The
only
fuck
one
wad.
He
bed.
only has one guest room. It has a gigantic, like more than king size canopy
Yeah.
bed. But like, there's spider webs everywhere and it's covered in dust.
Look at these
But-
cheap acrylic high school art show pieces of shit in our bedroom.
Yeah,
Speak for
Morgan will get
yourself.
to. Morgan will get to prestidigitating everything, and then arranging little curtains to cover the portraits that
being
are the
watched
most
all night.
annoying. Yeah.
Come in, baby.
So yeah.
Okay,
So you guys can get in a long rest then.
nice.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And what exactly do you want to investigate, Copernicus?
So I think I'm gonna cast Identify on the gem at some point. And then I will also do just a full Arcana on. I think with a combination of the map and being able to spend time with the gem, the way that, like, I don't know, the vectors by which magical energy is coming to or leaving here, how it's communicating with the other stones, I want to get a much better sense of the superstructure. I would love to know. I think more important than knowing what it does is actually knowing how many of these things we need to destroy to collapse the network. But I think secondarily, I really want to know what it's doing so that we can figure that out. I assume that they've taken, because it's centered on the Citadel, I assume that they're taking Nightshade there. But that is just a guess. So
Okay, so item number 1, I want to, if you're doing an Identify, I want to remind you that you still haven't identified the potions that you guys found in the
Oh
bag.
yeah, I'll do that too while the ritual's up. Yeah.
Okay, so let's
Morgan will be
randomize.
there as support.
Nice.
A lot of guidance and help action, and being a person being mansplained to.
It helps me think better when I can mansplain my thoughts to someone.
Hell yeah, I do it myself.
I imagine that Fetid and Ugna are just chilling in the room.
Yep.
Like, catching each other up on their exploits, and Ugna's like, okay, so the only thing I know about Wizard Towers is that you're not supposed to touch anything, so I guess, like, we're just gonna sit here?
Yeah, this
Oh,
actually
No
I
poker.
wanted to touch
Doing-
so many things.
I know.
having to be there to do the help action for research is actually preventing Morgan from actively trying to steal things.
Mm-hmm.
So give me a percentile roll.
A percentile roll.
Yes.
Okay.
Your poker chips are just cockroaches. Mine are like loose straps and bits of armor.
Yep. Gabs.
Yeah.
That's an 18. Also, I'd like to petition to rename Fetid's cantrip Mange Hand. It occurred to me at the beginning of this session.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot.
Mhm.
What is going on over there?
Have you got some problems, some bird-related problems?
No, they're just all making weird noises.
Mhm.
What's that percentile? Percentile is a 2d10, right?
No,
Yeah.
no, it wasn't. That wasn't for you. That was for
Oh.
Copernicus.
Copernicus.
18.
I'm trying to find the table I was using before. This one's different.
This is the table of good things that happen when you do research and nothing bad happens, right? Is that
Right,
table?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, this is a table of what kinds of potions one might encounter.
Oh, right. Yes.
Only good potions.
Nice.
Yeah.
Potions that give us all a free level up.
I like those. Those are good.
Okay, I need you to roll. Sorry, so there's a total of 3 rolls that you make. So you've got one. It was 18. Roll me
Yeah.
another one.
70. And
Okay.
66.
Okay.
My
Got
bathroom
that
selfies
one.
are up, by the way, in the
Oh, nice.
public Discord.
And then 18. Well, that's interesting.
Hate it when he says that.
Good interesting
Sorry.
or bad interesting?
Well, I'm doing the thing. Well, the thing about these kinds of tables is that sometimes there's stuff on it that's good and some of it's kind of like dumb. So what I often do is I will take a roll and then like roll a separate die for like plus or minus, and then I'll kind of pick what's cool in that range rather than just go with like the set roll. So I was just looking at options. Okay, so one of them is a potion of rebirth. Oh, sorry. I forgot about this part. Roll me a d10. Just one d10 3 times.
Potion of rebirth is just a baptism in a bottle.
Yeah.
So what's your first roll?
So I got 5, 6, 7 in that order.
Okay, so it is a filter of rebirth. This is just the name.
Okay.
It's just for flavor. This is a potion that, if drunk, if the person who drinks it dies within a certain amount of time from drinking it, they are resurrected
That
Oh.
seems helpful.
as per a resurrection spell. So no matter how badly you die, you come back.
Do we know how long that time window is with the identify spell?
Yeah, you'd need a little bit more time to play around with it, but yeah, it's not super long. It's
Okay.
like a combat length of time, like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or something
You
like
want to
that.
go do something very stupid and then
Yeah.
have a backup.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Can
Think
we
of the
give
bar
this
bet we could
to
win.
Ugna? Can we give this to
Yeah.
Ugna?
I'm
Yeah,
most likely to go do something terribly
Oh.
stupid that will get me killed.
And also, you are the one person who has like a built-in death ward with your
That's
Orcish
true.
resilience. So you get that last chance to like, you have a failsafe that gives you one
You
round
get
of
like
swig.
2, yeah.
To just swig it.
Yeah,
to
truly,
die.
this is I
Okay,
will
ready?
hand that to you
I
and
will
say,
put that
Ugna,
online.
this if you drink this and die within the 5 minutes after drinking it, it will fully bring you back, no matter how damaged or destroyed your body is. So if you ever find yourself and pressed into a corner and things are looking bad, have a swig.
Huh.
Yeah,
I guess that's. I hope I don't have to use it.
I hope so too.
The second one is called a tonic of Schadenfreude.
Oh God.
Hey. What's that?
It lasts for a minute, and during that time, there is a chance of returning damage to someone who does it to you for every hit that you take in that period of time.
This is another one for Ugna.
I think strategically it makes the most sense for Ugna, but I think that probably you and Tromlin are like the saltiest bitches in the party in terms of like
Absolutely.
if someone hit you,
Yeah.
you'd want them to feel it.
That is true. That is true.
I will give that to Ugna for now, and I'll explain what it does. If you ever find yourself getting pummeled, this is also you drink this one earlier in the combat, and then the don't die one you can drink later in
I
the
mean,
combat.
if I'm getting pummeled, I'm just
the
gonna
third
pummel
one-
them right back. That's kind of my job, right?
The third one is a Babblefish brew,
Ooh.
and it allows you to speak but not understand any language.
Interesting.
I kind of want that one.
All yours.
Yeah. Little baby.
And the final one is a potion of giant size.
Oh, I think we all know who gets that one.
And I will
Okay.
reveal that last
Sorry.
one was
Absolutely.
chosen by the chat.
Someone
Sorry,
else should take
giant?
that Schadenfreude one, because the giant sizes.
I'll take this. I'll happily take the Shred one because I'm often in there with you.
Yeah.
You know.
You seem to like you would use it in a really interesting time.
I'm
In that
gonna.
case-
Yeah.
I guess the Babblefish brew would be good for Tromlin, I think, because if he can silver tongue people, even if he can't speak the language,
That's
Oh,
that'll give him
yeah.
that minute of distracting them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think that goes to Tromlin. Yeah, I think Morgan gets Schadenfreude. Ugna gets Rebirth. I think it'd be really funny if Fetid had the giant potion.
Hell yes.
I would get up to a
Oh.
lot of trouble. It's true.
I can
Absolutely.
flat out tell you
But-
as well, Peter, the giant potion, the giant size potion doesn't really matter how
How
you
small you
start.
started.
Yeah.
Oh,
So if we gave this to
Fetid.
if we gave this to a chipmunk, it would be a giant-sized chipmunk. If we give this to a demigod who was
I'll give you
larger
this
than giant, it would
stat.
bring them down to giant size.
No, I'll give you the stats, Peter. When you drink this potion, you become huge size for 24 hours, as long as you start as a medium or smaller creature.
Okay.
For that duration, you have a strength of 25. Your hit point maximum is doubled, so that's one of the only things that's based on your previous stats. And you gain a 5-foot reach. Everything you are carrying or wearing also increases in size. Enlarged damage. Enlarged weapons do 3 times the normal dice in damage.
Oh wow.
Have your bow of doom.
So, like, that's just for the
Right,
actual. Like,
right.
obviously, that doesn't affect
All
the
this stuff.
hunter's mark or whatever, but that would affect the base damage.
Yeah.
So your giant bow would do
This is where you need to,
3d6
like,
instead of
Be a
1d6.
dragon.
Right, all of your equipment is made giant size
Yes.
or huge, rather, in this case.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I love this. This is like Fetid could be our own terrifying, disgusting Clifford the Big Red Dog. Just
Absolutely.
the grossest Clifford.
I was
Yeah.
thinking that you should just carry a bunch of shit that we can
Oh, suddenly
make
enlarged.
gigantic for fun. Like, just what would be fun? Huge. Huge is 4x4, right? Obviously sex toys. There's no
Yep.
way we're not doing that. That's just a given. But I'll say it just for
Huge.
clarity.
What happens if the bag of holding gets enlarged?
A huge
man.
sized creature takes up a 15 by 15 square.
Okay, so
Yeah.
3 by
Oh,
3.
3 by 3. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Like medium is player characters, large is next, huge is the one after that.
Dang.
It's
Yeah, so
big.
but I will hand you the potion. I'll explain that it lasts for 24 hours. So if you do it, be ready to get stuck that way. And I hope you
It's
use it.
fire giant size. that we're
I
talking.
hope you use it very irresponsibly.
Sex toys, food.
Yep.
You're just describing what's in your adventuring backpack.
What's something that can be like utilized very well on the battlefield that going from a medium-sized object to a huge-sized object would be a pain in the ass. I'm
Fedin
thinking-
carries
I'm
guns,
wondering-
so he has guns.
To be quiet.
I wouldn't be able to. We
He
wouldn't
has
be
a
able to
gun.
utilize them though.
That would become a cannon.
Yeah.
Just a giant trash dragon with a cannon.
Yep.
Good.
Now you're also attempting to learn more about this pink rock.
Yes.
So identify on that reveals it to be a moon crystal, which is like an extremely rare fey stone, basically. It's like the ultimate type of elf stone. And there aren't a lot of them, so clearly the 5 of them being used here are being used for extremely powerful magic.
Is that what I gave to
Um,
my aunt?
Yes.
Okay.
But in terms of what this ritual is actually doing, it's not targeting a specific being at all. So there's no sort of connection to Nightshade here. What it's doing is it's a power siphon. It's a massive siphon for the power of an important place to the Fae, which is the Citadel. Or at least the place that the Citadel was built.
So are they siphoning power out of the Citadel and that they can use for something else?
Yes, and you imagine one of the things they used it for was the spell that they cast on Nightshade.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Just a little
and-
guy.
He's too
And do we
silly.
think that taking out one more would be enough to take down the network, or do we think it'll have to be 2?
You think that the 2 you've already taken out have severely disrupted this and it's not going to be working properly. However, you think that they're now going to be seeking to try and rebuild it.
Yeah.
So whatever you can take out is probably for the best.
Okay.
But ideally what you would want to do is to return the city to the hands of not the Raven Cult.
Yeah.
Which
In order
we're
to
working
ensure
on.
that they don't try, because basically this city contains a fount of magic, and this ritual is a way to harness that fount of magic. Much in the same way that there's the well under Dwimmerdell, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm going to ask our host Guzman if he has any scroll, if he can help us get access to locate object or locate person spells. Because I think when the last of the stuff goes down, we need to figure out where Nightshade is and get her up on her feet.
He's like, I can cast a locate person now if you want.
Yes, I think finding out where Nightshade is would be very helpful.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
All right. Chris stretches his creaky bones, takes his staff, and goes, eh.
Old man calisthenics are
All
the
right.
most endearing thing.
And he casts a spell. He goes, she's not here. She
What do you
ain't
mean
in the
not?
range of the spell.
That's
That means
They
she's
take
not in
her-
the city of Ravenfall.
To the Fairylands? maybe?
Or
Like,
I don't
to
know.
Bad
or to
fairies?
the
I take out my mirror when
Dragonfolk
Luna
City.
suggests the fairylands. See if someone's got an inkling over there.
Your reflection just shrugs at you.
I could ask a demon.
I mean, there's always that.
Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna do about this? He jerks his thumb at the.
Oh, I
So-
thought you
The
guys were
pink
gonna handle
stone.
that.
So
Can you, like,
I
magic it?
I was hoping you could have maybe have your statues smash it to bits at the same time that we
Should I
make an
call-
attack on another one of these.
Should I
so we can
call-
take out two at
That
the
would
same
make
time.
sense.
Yeah.
Should I call one of my aunts? Maybe she'll want it. Like, if you want it, come pick it up, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, these are. Yeah, I don't know.
mean-
You're not.
I mean,
sure. So
Craig,
you can't.
I think I'll,
when you
I think I'll
tried to
Craig's-
remove it before,
Yeah.
you did not find it possible to do so.
We're
Yeah,
also
I
kind
was
of
thinking
in a
of
rush.
like Facebook family
Facebook
group
Marketplace.
posting like to my family like, hey, I've got
For
this really
sale,
powerful
1
item.
minute.
To the aunt that I called before and gifted the other pink stone to, say, hey, I've got another one of these. If you'd help me remove it.
Yeah. If you can come get it before noon tomorrow, like
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah, I think I'll
You
do
can
that.
pick it up.
Phase
It's
book.
free.
I had set aside some sorcery points so that I could dimension door, but I'll use it for my phone of Fae
Nice.
spell, which is one step below dimension door.
So Copernicus, you're pretty certain that there's no way to undo this ritual without destroying those stones. Like they're locked into the ritual at this point. That's why they can't be moved.
okay, I'll advise that, but
Unless Morgan is talking about like summoning up something like on a power level of Nightshade herself.
Which, maybe?
Well, I was
Yeah.
hoping I do have a level 4, because I wanted to be able to do dimension door, but I don't mind upcasting my summon Fae spell.
That's not going to be like a Fey Lord.
Yeah, 4. Would it be someone? Would it be like an assistant level that I could get in contact? Maybe.
No, chase the dice.
Who knows? The Fey are capricious. You don't
Okay.
know if you can.
That's true. You could start a target, maybe.
Could we? Why don't we wait and do it after dinner and we've all freshened up, and then before we go to bed, I'll do the summon Fae. See if there's any wiggle room, if we can grab anybody from the other side that is more attuned to this sort of magic or would be interested in helping. Then we can just go to bed and
Summon up a Fey creature and send it off with the mission of like, let the fairy lords know that there are Fey stones here that they could come and have if they want them, and then maybe something will happen.
Yeah, I think that we'll wait until after dinner so that we have a nice like dish set aside for whoever we invite.
That's definitely a long
That's
shot.
good
Though.
hospitality.
Like, that's like sort of going like maybe one of the gods will show up if I ask really nicely.
Yeah.
You think I wouldn't be pulling that shit constantly if I was in this universe? Come on.
Also, I would point out that having like a Fey creature of that power show up has its own problems.
Would be a
I
problem.
mean, yeah, I don't mind a different problem than what we have right
Yeah.
now.
Oh yeah. Yes. When there's trouble, you summon a Fae, and then you have a different problem.
yeah,
Exactly.
I do the same thing with demons. I know the playbook.
Mhm,
That's how we would probably try and solve the Fey problem. Is
probably.
summon a demon of equal size and hope.
Absolutely.
By the time you've done that research, that's basically been a long rest for everybody.
Okay.
Because it takes that isn't something that happens instantly. It's something that happens over the the day, the 24 hours or so.
I can get away with just a short rest.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the case. You'll have a short rest. Everyone else will have a long rest.
Okay, actually, then let me just mark down how many hit dice I end up using. So,
Because you might want some hit points back.
No, you took 19, I believe. From
yeah, but I took 9 damage during the previous fight too, so I gotta
Things.
recover 28 hit points. If anyone wants to dump healing spells on me before you go to bed, because you'll
I
get
guess
those
that's
back
true.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do
Use the hit
that.
dice.
Morgan's
Based on
pulled
that, I would
out
say
a,
there was
like,
enough healing spells in the group to just say that you're at full.
Okay.
Yeah. They're all probably healed up at this point.
Yeah.
Fighting.
Morgan's like
So-
gotten one of the constructs to bring up a chaise lounge to lay on while you're doing your research. It's like,
You need a cot.
Mm-hmm.
So what's
Oh,
the plan
wow.
regarding these other two?
That's so insightful.
towers
You're so
then?
smart. Sorry?
I said, what's the plan regarding the other? So you're going to wait to destroy this one, or have Guzman destroy
Yeah.
it? But
I think we will infiltrate. My suggestion is we get some guard uniforms and get into one of the barracks and
Knock out some guards, steal their
do the big
clothes.
smash. Yeah, I can invisibility those of us who can't pass as guards. Basically,
Mhm.
we can go in and do the big smash, and then I don't know what to do after that. I figuring out where Nightshade is going to be a process. I think probably the next
Yeah.
best thing to do is just try and kill Eliphas Darkmoor. So after, if he doesn't show up during the fight, then maybe we can ask Guzman to help us do a locate person on him, see if we can
And then go punch him in the
get
face.
close.
so, we were talking about ending early here, so I think I might get us to a good ending point, and then end a little early. So
Oh, hold on. One thing before we go to bed. Can we get some rumors out there seeding where someone could buy some new moonstone? I feel like Eliphas probably needs that right about now. So if we can just get some rumors out there about like a dealer who's not real but will be one of us, we might be able to find someone who can get us a little closer to Eliphas.
That's a good idea. We know enough shady people between me and Tromlin that we could probably make that work.
Mhm.
yeah, a little difficult to do in Ravenfall right now, just because of the fact that they're so, right now Tromlin basically can't use his Thieves Guild contacts because the Thieves Guild is
All
completely
cultists.
controlled by the Raven cult.
Yeah.
And likewise, the Quaggles only have control of parts of the Undercity because of the Weasels and Toad. So what I'm going to suggest, in the interest of time as well, for your so the other two places you're attacking are guard towers. And the nice thing about that is you know exactly the layout of those buildings because they're all identical. Which means you can literally dimension door directly into the chamber with the statues.
Ooh.
Nice.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Like you can just be outside, sneak up to the building, and that is within the range of 500 feet.
Nice. Oh yeah.
So what I'm going to suggest is you can hit one of them very easily as a result by having prepared to do that spell, teleport yourselves in there, wreak the havoc you choose to wreak, and then teleport out, and then try to get to the other one before it's like too well defended.
Is the other one within 5? No, it would not be within 500 feet. It'd be a lot.
No,
further.
you'd have to like move through the city for a bit and then get into the next one. So what I'm going to say is the first one goes off without a hitch.
Okay.
You get yourselves prepared. You get yourselves there and ready. Dimension door, twin spell. And I was giving it some thought, and I basically decided I'm totally fine with twinning dimension door because I think rules as written, it's extremely vague as to whether you can use it on a spell like dimension door, but I'm going to say it's fine. So effectively what
It's
you're
kinda
doing is you're
hand-wavy.
casting it. Yeah, you're casting it on, like, you can teleport yourself and one other person, and another person and one other person. And
I can fly and I can be invisible, so I can
yeah.
follow up the rear.
So it's pretty straightforward for you to get everybody up there, and then just immediately cast the spells you want to cast. We'll say you do this. Copernicus flies up to an arrow slit and summons a demon to take all the aggro, because that worked really well last time. If the demon is smashing on the stone, all of the statues are going to attack the demon, while the rest of you can range attack the stone. That worked really, really well. And in fact, it works really well again. And you destroy the stone and get the hell out of there, as you can hear hue and cry of like the soldiers in the tower, running up. But by the time they get there, you've teleported back out again. And then continuing to move through the city with your sneaky powers and Fetid's knowledge of the byways and backways, you quickly make your way to the other tower. This is the last of the Circle of Five. This is the tower that's closest to the city gates. It is, in fact, the tower across the gateway from where you rescued Nightshade when you brought her back down from the Citadel.
Interesting.
So it's looking out over the plains and where the ice barbarians attacked only a few short nights ago. And when you get there and you go, all right, we can do another teleport, because Morgan has used both 4th level spell slots.
MVP.
And a bunch of sorcery points to twin the spells, but you could do it again, at least to get you in there. You might need other means of getting out again, but you've got enough sorcery points to pull off another cast with a twinning.
Yeah.
Because all you really need to do is spend the sorcery points to upgrade a 3rd level to a 4th level to make that happen. So you're spending 4 sorcery points for each of those twins before, so that's 8. And then to upgrade a 3rd level to a 4th level is only going to cost you 1 sorcery point, leaving you 1 left. You can then use your vial to refresh and do the twinning for 4 sorcery points on that teleport. So that leaves you with 6 sorcery points left, which would be just enough to pull off a teleport twinned out again. And not much else.
6 sorcery points left, and how much for what spell slots were used, so I can have that.
So you used up
for myself.
You used up both 4th level and 1 3rd level already. And then one assumes you might have cast like a spell, let's say another 3rd level for a lightning bolt, and you saved 1 for your last escape.
2 3rd levels. Okay.
And that teleports you into the last tower. And when you do that, you find the stone, the circle of 4 statues, and you're ready to fight them. But also the door to the lower tower is already open, and waiting for you here is a pack of warlock weasels and Mr. Toad.
Son of a
course.
bitch.
And that is where we will end the game.
Good.
So that we can begin the next
Friggin'
game
Toad.
With Toad.
with Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, which is what we'll call the next episode.
Good.
I hate this guy.
This
Tom.
guy.
Oh,
Trom,
what?
how do you feel about frog legs, Trom?
Yep.
I heard they're good fried.
Hell yes.
Good with a lot of garlic on them. Yep.
Thing is, he's not a frog.
Dang. That's
I have covered
Frog
frogs.
man.
This man is not a
Oh my-
frog.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that as a compliment.
So that's where we're wrapping for tonight.
Oof.
Showdown time.
Nice.
Oh yes. Lane, roll me 1d20.
I am doing so. An 11 is what I have rolled.
11 is Metageeky.
Nice.
Yay, Metageeky! You win the next art giveaway.
What the heck is up with my mouse?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. It's back.
What happened?
My mouse just like freaked out for a minute.
That's unfortunate. But maybe it's all the
Couldn't find
birds.
it, which would be a problem because then I couldn't shut down the stream.
I
That would be
imagine a
That's
whole
good.
bunch of
I'm back.
birds would scare a mouse.
Oh, and could I have, before going to bed, upcast a summon fae to deliver some treats, wine, and a little love letter?
We assumed
Okay.
that was the case before bed there, so that was already done. That doesn't take one of your slots tonight.
If it's fairy
Yeah.
food, we're just not eating it. She's learned.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, nope.
Oh my god.
I've learned my lesson.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
Excellent.
would want to send cream puffs, but they probably don't travel well. Tromblin would know what's best to send as a gift food.
Oh my god.
Bromlin
Very
chooses
old.
a dainty that holds up well
To transport.
Always.
to transport. All right. Anybody got anything you want to shout out? The only thing I was going to mention is the live Trash Heroes game at Gen Con.
Yeah.
That
Which are
Thursday
going
night,
to?
arrangements are made.
7 p.m. And yeah, officially Raven is coming, which is super exciting.
Absolutely.
Yep. So we'll have the whole crew
Full house.
Everybody.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be good.
and possibly a guest. We'll see.
Ooh.
Ooh.
There are 13 tickets left.
Ooh.
Yeah, there are
That's true.
currently
Yeah,
13
limited
tickets
slots,
left.
So
Yeah. So snatch
Get
those
in.
while you can. Tell your friends.
Yep.
I am going to be running a totally improvised game of Roll for Shoes on Free RPG Day. So going in with nothing prepped whatsoever, coming up with a concept using story engine prompts, and then creating a world, and then creating characters. Raven is going to be one of the cast. There's a cast of 3 that locked in. We may be joined by another member of this party here, but we're still confirming final details. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I have no idea how it's going to go. I'm actually truly terrified at the thought of going in with absolutely zero prep. But the nonsense will be part of the fun, and Roll for Shoes is a really fluid system, and obviously I have a wonderful cast of people that I've collaborated with who I trust, who are going to be good sports about it. So I'm looking forward to that. Free RPG Day is June 22nd. Also, Story Engine, we basically made I've printed a few thousand free starter packs of the deck. You can go get it for free at your friendly local game store if they participate in Free RPG Day. So find out if your local game store has it, and you can pick up a free 60-card deck of the Story Engine, so that you just have it free.
That's
Hooray!
Good shit.
And I just put my link out so I can have my hat in hand actively out for donations. Because
Oh yes, yeah.
last minute to a convention.
Yeah, it's like the most
Yeah.
expensive
Raven.
convention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So feel free to spoil me. I mean, that's what I'm best at, being spoiled.
Yeah.
Anybody else got a shout out?
Oh my god.
I heard that Jeff does a comic, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just
that.
That sounds
recently
something.
started. Definitely.
I don't know.
This is a
I feel like
new
it's been
foray
on
for him.
for a while.
Yeah.
I heard it's been out for a while. I don't know. I think it's called Questionable Content.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I've heard
No,
it's
it's
Ask
called
About Golf.
Really Robot Butts.
It's got a
Yeah,
bunch
that-
of weird domain names like ass.golf and cum.energy and piss.farm.
Amazing.
Nice.
I have a
Nice.
really good
Computer.
Dildo
NPC
pizza.
name for the cum.energy that I'm been wanting to use. I will eventually get that one.
Amazing.
Oh my god, what happened?
And also,
I'm wondering too.
I mean, that was what I always wonder at the end of the game.
That's my kid.
Also,
Yeah, but that.
I've also heard that somebody here is involved with Popeye. If you happen to enjoy newspaper comics,
What?
Yeah.
What?
That's crazy. Popeye is like one of the most iconic comics of all time. How could we have one of the Popeye artists with us?
No
That
one
sounds
pays
insane.
attention to what I do with the character. Like, they just let me do things.
you do whatever you
like,
want.
Unsupervised, the best kind.
Every once in a while, they'll be like, "Hey, maybe this can't happen." But for the most part, they're like, "Just do the comic, get it in time. We don't care."
Yep.
Nice.
Every week, Randy sits down with his pipe and stuffs a bunch of spinach into it, and then
Oh,
Another
yeah.
thing to shout out, and I'm trying to desperately find it. There we go. I will be doing a author chat with author James Sutter this coming Tuesday
hey, Sutter.
in Bellingham,
Yeah.
Washington. If you come
What's
out
the
to
date?
Village Books Fairhaven on June 18th at 6 p.m. Yeah, 6 p.m. We will be just hanging out, and it's going to be this really fun, informal, very sassy chat about his newest book, The Ghost of Us, which is sapphic romance YA ghost hunters. With a twist, there is an actual ghost, and he is trying to get them hooked up. It's very fun.
Oh my god!
It's very sweet. I've read through it. I love it. You need to read it.
Nice.
So if you're in
Awesome.
Washington, come on down to Bellingham. It's gonna be a really fun night.
Very cool.
All right. And with that, we will vanish into the ether until next time,
Next
which I
time.
believe probably the 25th.
Is that a Thursday?
That's the Tuesday. That's back to the
That's a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay, we're back to Tuesdays.
Sounds good.
The only reason we did a weird day this week is because we were flying on Tuesday.
Mm.
Oh my god.
Alrighty.
So
Tell me
Tuesday the
bye-bye.
25th.
Bye.
Yay. Bye.
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 Bye, everybody.